Greetings, tax tip lovers, and welcome to this week's top 5 tax fixes in just 5 minutes. Come gather around people to ponder the impact on taxation of COVID-19 and Brexit and how it might impact property businesses. Progressive groups are calling for tax reforms, and none of them are good for property owners, with the general thrust being to ensure that income from wealth is taxed at least as much as income from work. Under the current UK wealth tax system, there are significant opportunities for avoidance, and a recent report states increasingly the investment undertaken by the wealthiest in society is used for speculation on property, generating high returns for the wealthy rather than supporting productive growth. The autumn budget is just weeks away, and as Robert Zimmerman told us, you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind blows. Just maybe it's time to get the hell out of Dodge, property tax tippers. Okay, here we go as we count down the top 5 areas where wealth is currently undertaxed. Static at this week's number 5 is property. There are those calling for the abolition of council tax and replacing it with a property tax, which is proportional to present day values and the replacement of business rates with a land value tax. The argument is that it may be simpler and fairer and might help to make the housing market to be more efficient. Down at this week's number 4 is inheritances. Maybe it's time for a more effective IHT system. Perhaps some form of gift tax, probably levied on recipients, with fewer exemptions and a lower tax-free allowance. The current system's easy to avoid and favours the wealthy, healthy and well-advised. Well, tax tippers, meatloaf wasn't entirely right. 2 out of 3 ain't enough, and it's time to move your property tax planning up a level. Just inside this week's top 3 is a classic called capital gains. Income from capital is disproportionately received by the wealthy, and being based on asset disposal creates opportunities for avoidance, particularly for property owners. The suggestion is that income from wealth is taxed under the income tax schedule and income tax rates, which are almost double. A new entry at this week's number 2 is dividends. Right now, those who work for their incomes are taxed more highly than those whose income derives from wealth. The wealthiest are less likely to generate their income from labour than the rest of us. So, time to unlearn what you know or get left behind, property tax tippers. Staying at number 1 is the all-time classic, pensions. Having flat rate pension tax relief for everybody has the potential to rake in for the Treasury the much needed billions to offset the cost of COVID-19 and the challenges of Brexit, but would be one of the most radical changes ever announced by a Conservative government. Personally, I can't wait to retire so I can get up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go drive around really slowly and make everybody late for work. If you need help to reset the dial on your current tax planning, then take inspiration from Helen Keller, who told us how she cried when she had no shoes, but her perspective changed forever when she met a man with no feet. Well, at Rethink.Tax, we're looking to the future, not the past. We're working for you, not against you. We're thinking about what we can do, not what we can't. Think about us like a full English breakfast. There's the chicken. Well, the chicken makes a contribution, but the pig has commitment. Okay, that's it. And as we remember that HMRC already has hostile processes for just about everything, let's get planning now because there are only so many tomorrows. It's time to take action to sort your property tax planning, and here's how. You can do nothing and stay in the exact same place and pay a shed load of tax unnecessarily, or you can follow the link above for a free Power Hour review with property tax experts who are ex PwC and ex HMRC, and will make your property tax planning like it was our own. And that's our take on property tax planning and why we believe you need to take action, tax tippers. All right, stay bright. Catch you again for breakfast next Sunday. Ta-ra.